What is self-reliance, and why is it more important for Botswana today than in the previous years? Dumelang and welcome to Khankgolo, where we tackle, explain, and give reason to the issues that affect your everyday life. My name is Lorato Masedi. The COVID-19 pandemic exposed the weaknesses in our country's supply chains and total display of Botswana's reliance on imports. Botswana's imports are valued at an estimated 9 billion pula, according to the country's statistics office, and of this amount, imported food accounts for over 1.7 billion, which is almost 12% of the total import bill. Se se re lemotlhagela gore Botswana o ikantse thata mo mahatsheng a mangwe bogolo jang Afrika Borwa. For example, if South Africa is affected by drought, floods, or strikes, which seem to be happening a lot lately, food imports to Botswana may be stalled and the country's supply will be affected. Jaanong, re dira jang gore re le Botswana re ikemele ka nosi? In an attempt to deal with the food crisis in the country, the government imposed a ban on imports of vegetables from South Africa and other vegetable exporting countries. This ban is designed to enable local farmers to produce more vegetables and also force local retailers to buy from local farmers. Botswana imports vegetables worth more than 100 million pula annually, and in recent years, this figure has been rising exponentially. The government sees this ban as an opportunity to grow the country's agricultural sector, and the hefty food import bill is a clear testimony of the enormous business potential that exists in agriculture. Khankgolo ha ke gore wa amega jang kgotsa se se go tswala mosola jang o le Motswana. Since the ban was imposed in December 2021, we have seen fluctuations in the availability of vegetables in our shops, and the prices of those that are available have gone up significantly. The other challenge is that the produce that is available locally is being absorbed by the big supermarket chains, leaving the small traders with very little to nothing for sale. Sengwe gape se re se lemogileng ke gore boleng jwa dijo dingwe bo ile kwa tlase, mme se se bakwa ke gore balemi ba rui ba patikelesega go roba pele ga nako gore le bone ba kgone go isa ditsa bone ko mmarakeng ka ba hekediwa ke letlhoko mo mabenkeleng. Ka jalo baji bareki ba hela ba reka dijo jaaka ditamati le ditapole di isidiwe le sente. Another issue is that Botswana is highly vulnerable to climate change, with drought-prone areas concentrated in agricultural zones, an instance that challenges the country's long-term agricultural growth strategy. Botswana's climate conditions mean that certain vegetables are seasonal, particularly tomatoes that do well during cooler periods of the year and struggle to grow under our hot summer sun. This means that during certain periods, the price of produce such as tomatoes and other seasonal vegetables will increase. We must also state that vegetable bans are nothing new in Botswana. The government periodically imposes a ban on the importation of certain vegetables in order to protect and develop the local horticultural industry. So why are our farmers still struggling to satisfy the needs of our local market in terms of quantity and quality? And is the ban something that can help Botswana in the long term? Is there a silver lining to all this? Well, there's a catch. The COVID-19 crisis has sparked a new era of economic self-sufficiency. It has highlighted the vulnerability of key sectors of economies such as agriculture. The ban on the importation of vegetables from South Africa is a modest concept which, when looked at theoretically, checks all the boxes. But without proper implementation and collective effort from all stakeholders, particularly the major players in the agricultural sector, and yes, that includes the smaller producers, it will fall flat to the ground. Dipotso tse re tshwanetseng ra di ipotsa ke gore ha go tlhagasega jaja se sengwe gape jaaka COVID, a re ka kgona go itshetsa. Mo dingwageng tse pedi kgotsa tse di lesome tse di tlang, a re ka kgona go ikemela ka nosi. Clearly, the government's decision is commendable, as it promotes empowerment of the local farmers and suppliers. Further, this provides a ready market for the farmers, and hence there is need for more production to ensure that there is no gap in supply of quality vegetables. That being said, assessments need to be conducted to establish the demand statistics of the particular vegetables in the Botswana market. Re tshwanetse go itse gore ha ile merogo, marotse, dinawa jalo jalo, Batswana ba rata eng ga ba rate eng. Se se ka thusa gore balemi barui ba oketse temo ya sejo se se bategang thata ke rona re le Batswana. 70% of farming in Botswana is carried out at subsistence level, so we cannot simply expect our local farmers to meet the demand to over 2 million hungry people overnight. But to say we need to meet that gap with imports might not be the best solution either if we want to grow this sector. Our farmers must understand the task at hand and rise to the challenges of feeding the nation. What about capacity and technology? Botswana needs to adapt to more modern farming methods. The government is challenged to assist farmers to venture into innovative and effective farming methods that will ensure quality produce in bulk on a consistent basis. The government should therefore further invest in infrastructure that would aid the local farmers in their production. Infrastructure such as greenhouse facilities that help with seasonal vegetables, subsidized fertilizer, and by helping farmers secure financing. Greenhouse farming is essential in increasing domestic crop production in countries with limited resources and a harsh climate like Botswana. Fortunately, we already have companies that already tapped into this market. We have companies such as Greenhouse Technologies and others who are pioneering new age farming in Botswana through innovative irrigation systems, tunnels, and shade netting, seedlings, and even soil and water tests, among others. Commercial farming is a cash-intensive business, and without government support, our farmers cannot and will not meet local demand. Strategic partnerships are also vital if Botswana is to grow its agricultural sector. How can we partner or learn from countries like Israel that turned deserts into fertile land? While Israel is not a natural nor seemingly sensible place for agriculture, 2/3 of the land is semi-arid or arid, and much of the soil is of poor quality. Yet, despite these challenges, Israel has not only managed to create a remarkable agricultural transformation, ensuring national food security and establishing thriving export industries, but has emerged as a global leader in agriculture and water management. What about the Netherlands? 2 decades ago, the Netherlands was worried about its ability to feed its 17 million people, produce twice as much food using half as many resources. The country, which is 14 times smaller than Botswana, not only accomplished this feat, but also has become the world's second largest exporter of agricultural products by value behind the United States. The Dutch have pioneered cell-cultured meat, vertical farming, seed technology, and robotics in milking and harvesting, spearheading innovations that focus on decreased water usage. What can we learn from these 2 countries, and how can we create partnerships that ensure that our farmers benefit from this knowledge? Self-reliance is not isolationism. Botswana's ability to recover from the after effects of COVID-19 and its economic fallout depends on the ability to protect industries and focus more on economic self-reliance. The time has come to give up the conservative approaches and make bold decisions, and to use the COVID-19 crisis as an incredible chance to move towards equity and sustainability. Our farmers will face challenges now, but we can already see the positive changes. There is more investment in agriculture, employment creation, and potential for more collaborative measures to be put in place. Self-reliance will help in making pragmatic development of the economy. The COVID-19 pandemic has given Botswana a unique opportunity to face this period of crisis boldly, for optimum utilization of the available resources, and to shift towards a more resilient and sustainable economy. It all begins with us. And how do we start? By making sure we can feed ourselves. From myself, Lerato Masedi, and the rest of the Khankolo team, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.